What's going on, crew? How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Charlene? What's up, Suzanne? What's up, Maria? How are you? What's up, Deborah? How you doing? All right. Can everybody see my Corel screen? Can everybody hear me okay? Get our checks in here real quick. Make sure we're all good. Yepper, yepper. What's up, Juliet? How are you? Maria, how are you doing? Karen, what's going on? Deborah, awesome. All right, so how was last night's training? Part one of the Wizard. Everybody learned some awesome new things. Awesome. Love to hear that. I see awesome, amazing. Man, I got a lot to live up to here. Love it. So I know I talked to Sean. We went over the live template editor last night, correct? He talked about the folders and stuff, live template editor, and then also went over a few things with the merge three colors and the break text apart and things like that. So the main thing we're going to be covering tonight is a couple of my favorite things. So I get to do this time. Sean got it last time. And the magic tab. We're going to go over the different magic tab stuff and which ones are going to be really, really popular for you. Some of them better than others, okay? And then we're also going to go over the text effects tab. And then we'll probably get into just kind of a quick overview of the templates. And then tomorrow, Sean is going to be getting into a big one, which is the place and fill tab with the rhinestones. So like I said, what we try to do, especially when we did this one back in Training Series 4, we try to mix up what each of us do because each of us teach things a little bit different and we might focus on different things. So any of you that might have come to the Training Series before can still obviously get some new things out of it as well. All right? So you guys ready to rock and roll? By the way, in case you missed, any of you that may have missed the training this morning, we made some pretty sweet shirts in the training this morning, didn't we? On YouTube. So you can go back, you can see any of those, okay? You can go back and watch it, but we made some sweet shirts. We did some sweet reflective shirts. We did some sweet hustle shirts. And I'm going to be going over that hustle, and I told you guys to, on the training today. That hustle shirt I did in the text effects tab, I'm going to be getting into more detail with that here tonight to kind of show you how I did all of that. And then obviously we made some decals and stuff as well. All right, so again, my plan this time, kind of like I did last time, is for the first hour and a half, okay? For the first hour and a half, I'm going to cover all of the stuff, hour and a half, hour 45, and I want to leave at least 15 minutes, half hour, somewhere in that range for you guys with questions at the end and whatnot and not even necessarily just what we covered tonight, but different questions that you have. I always like to get some feedback from you guys at the end of it to make sure you didn't miss anything. Hey, Matt, you went through this too quick or whatnot. But again, the whole point of these trainings, we keep our numbers down. So it's a select group like you guys here, and I can answer basically every single question that comes in. Now, if it's completely off topic, I'll answer your question, but I'll just let you know, hey, that's something we'll do in a live or whatever it is. All right? All right, let's do this. So, Training Series 9, and this is Design Wizard 101, Part 2. Let's go. So what I want to start with on this is I want to start with the text effects. So of all of you here, just to get a quick heads up, give me the amount of time that you've owned the Wizard. Just to get an idea. Some of you might be a day, some of you might not own it, some of you might be a week, some of you might be 6 years, right? Shoot me real quick the amount of time that you have owned the Wizard. I see over a year, around a year, almost 2 weeks, don't own it yet, about 6 years, just bought it, 2 years but not using it. I love it. I mean, I don't like to see that, but I love to see it, Mark, because I'm hoping, and the whole goal of all of these trainings are so you can see everything it can do, and it can help you out, right? And use that investment. And that's the whole goal of these. About 6 days, don't own it yet. Owned it about a month, owned it about a week, owned it about 2 days, just bought it today. Okay, awesome. So all over the place, from 6 years all the way to don't even own it yet. Okay? All right, so how many of you who have owned it for a while have taken advantage of this text effects? Have many of you taken advantage of this yet? It is super freaking awesome, okay? Because it gets into the live text and all of this stuff. So some of the stuff I'll be using with this will be, obviously we're going to be coming over to the live template editor and using some of the buttons that you guys learned last night as well to show you how easy it is, okay? So I'm going to come over here, and now the tab that I'm on right up here in the wizard is the text effects tab, okay? Everybody sees where I am? Now, this little drop down right here, you're going to see a 1 color, 2 color, 3 color, flat shadow, and then block shadow, okay? So there's a few different ones that are really, really popular, and some you got to have a super, super specific job to use, okay? And you may never use, but we like to have them in there just in case. So first thing I want to go over, and how much yesterday, just to give you an idea, because I want you guys, again, to know the why, right? We always talk about that. Not just following along on clicks, knowing why it happened, and that's going to help you learn the software. So when you're doing stuff in the future, as long as you know why it's doing that, you'll know how to fix it. So is there anybody here, or did Sean cover it last night? Because I didn't ask him this. Did he really go over the difference and give you an example of, for example, a live text versus with the live envelope versus a non-live envelope? And kind of when you're using this, what the big difference is? Give me a yes or no real quick. And if we get enough no's, or you're not sure the big difference, then I'll cover it again. It won't take long. But it's super, super important, okay? So no, not yet. Please go over. No, not sure. Okay, awesome. So that's what I want to cover first. So you guys will see us talk about in different designs that we have. It'll say like a craft file, but then you'll also see different files and downloads that we have where it says live template. Okay, so anytime you're getting something on our website and it says live templates volume 3 or sports live templates or baseball live template, what that means is that means you can use it over here in our live template editor, and like you guys were doing last night as far as editing the text, okay? But there's a huge difference between it being one of our live templates and it being just a live text. And that's what I want to cover, because if you don't understand the concept of this, everything else is a lot more confusing. So here we go. What word am I going to type out? I wonder, right? Let's go ahead and drop baseball. I've never used that before. I'm going to come over to my text editor, and I'm going to use a impact font. And I got baseball here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, all right? And I am going to come up here and just center justify it. Do you guys know the difference, left justify, center justify, and right justify? Kind of what that does? I mean, that's very similar to like Microsoft Word and everything, right? So when I center, so if I were to retype anything with this now, it's going to type from the left to the right, right? So if I typed out football, it's going to type left to right. If I type out baseball, it's going to type left to right. And I'm going to go, I don't want all caps. I want them to be the same. So they're the exact same width. I'm going to go ahead and center justify that. Okay, now this top one, and we'll make this one blue, okay, just so you can know the difference. I'll refer to them as blue and black. So the blue one here, I am going to do a one color live text, okay, one color live text. So check this out. How do I lock in? How many of you know off the start? How do I lock in this one color live text? What do I do? I don't just click on here because that's just giving me a preview. Exactly. I'm just going to click apply. So watch how much this changes. When I click apply, how much did it change? Did you see anything? All you saw was a quick little flicker. But the look of baseball is the exact same. Does everybody agree? The look of baseball is the exact same. Color, everything, okay? Now, this one is a live template. This one is just live text. This is where this is huge, okay? I'm going to make both of them exactly 9 inches wide. So we're going to go to 9 inches wide. Now, when I want to do a live text, I'm going to come over and I'm going to click on Find Text. It's only showing one baseball. You guys covered this last night. How do I edit each of them individually? Because we want it to do this, because if we want to edit all of the word baseballs, we can edit them all at the same time. But what if I want to edit them individually? I see every single one of you are getting the right answer. I love it. You're going to click on Show All, Find Text. Okay? Now, here's the other big difference with this. If I come over to this here, okay, and I come over to this here, and I do my find text, this right here, this baseball right here, I'm going to come over, and let's go ahead and edit my text. So if I come over here, let's go ahead and do this, and let me show you one thing here real quick. How many of you put, I just closed it down to show you, how many of you put your Corel colors on the right side or the bottom? So I had this question a lot, and someone just asked me right now, is there a way to show more colors? See these little arrows at the bottom? If you want to see more colors, you just pick those arrows. So Jonathan, that question you just asked, that was a good question because a lot of people may not have known that was there. The little arrows at the bottom, that's where it's going to show more colors there. Okay? So, live template editor, I clicked on Docker. I'm going to come over to my live template editor. I got baseball there. And now, once I come in here, I need to find out, okay, with this word baseball, let's go over here and go find it. Now, if I type in soccer, ooh, there we go. So look what's going on right now. Everybody look with me. So what's happening right now when I do this? If I go find text, what's it doing? It's showing one, right? But if I click on show all and hit find text, what is it doing? Do you notice it's doing something weird right here? See how it's just showing one baseball? So, just to show you guys, right? Weird stuff happens on mine as well. So what I'm going to try to do real quick is save changes, no. Save changes, no, because I've had this Corel open for a while. I'm hoping it doesn't have anything to do with the 6.0 that I was working on right before we started here. But no, I can't show you any of the 6.0. You guys know that. But let me see real quick. Just so you guys see, same stuff happens to me as well, okay? So I'm going to go baseball, just retyping it. Come over here, find text. Look, baseball's good, right? Now let's duplicate baseball, find text. Now it's finding both of them. Okay, that's actually pretty good that that happened, okay? And the only reason I say that's pretty good that that happened is you guys see something that may happen to you guys down the road, and what did I do to fix it? How did I fix it easy? All I did is I just restarted Corel. Okay? Just restart Corel. Close Corel down and restart it. That's all I did. And that is a fix probably 75 to 80% of the time. All right, so we got both of our baseballs. We got to go through this again real quick though, okay? So I have my black. I'm just going to go center justify, and I have my baseball, and I'm going to come over to my text effects and go apply with that. So now when I hit find text, I have 2-word baseballs, right? Now, I want to edit them both at the exact same time. Does anybody know what's going to be different about these when I type something? Say I want to change this to golf. Okay? Say I want to change this to golf. Who knows what's going to be different about these? Because there is going to be something different. Check this out. Because remember, I'm 9 inches, right? If I type out golf, look what just happened. See the difference there? So the live text effects, the live template I created, no matter what I type, it's going to be exactly 9 inches wide. This one over here that I just center justified is going to only make golf the height that it is and whatever the width is. So now I have, do you think a 2-inch by 4-inch design is going to look good on a t-shirt? Probably not, right? So here's where it gets really big and different. Check this out. What if I wanted to, and I don't want to show all, I just want to do this. What if I wanted to do something like this, and I wanted to edit this, and I wanted it to be yellow jackets, okay? So I'm going to go all caps, yellow jackets. What problem did I just run into when I'm making a shirt? This yellow jackets here, look at the width. I'm at 15.95 inches. Look at this one here. Perfectly 9 inches still. That's where this is huge. Like this text effects tab, when you guys are creating your own live templates, you should be using this all the freaking time. Okay? All the time. So does everybody understand the difference between them now? Anytime it's just a typable font, it's just going to keep typing. And if I type yellow jackets, yellow jackets, yellow jackets, this one will be 9 inches, this one will be 40 inches. And obviously not fit on a shirt, right? Good to go. Okay? Anybody, everybody get it? Everybody comfortable with that? Everybody understand the differences? Let me know. Awesome. So the black was just a typable font, and I did not apply the text effect. You are correct, Charlene. Yes. So the top one was automatically a live, it was a live text, but it was automatically the template, a live template, when I clicked apply. Correct. So watch what else I can do. And I'm just going to bring a basic font in here again so I can show you. I'm going to type out baseball here. And the duplicate was just to show you the difference. Exactly, Karen. Correct. Just to show you that the one keeps typing, but the other one stays the exact same. So with this one here, check this out. Now I want to do a shirt, let's say. And again, I just have the word baseball here. But I want to add a little arc to it. So maybe I want this type of arc right here. See the envelope that I clicked on? And it gave me a little preview of it right there. So I'm at 9.8 inches, a good shirt size. So when I come over here and hit apply, boom, it's done. It created your envelope, it created your live text, it created your live template. It did everything for you. Okay, that's what we just did is probably 10 to 12 steps in CorelDRAW. just to do that, to get it all right, okay? I come over here and I hit find text, and I want this to now be the Yellow Jackets. And it fits absolutely perfect. Right? It's pretty cool, isn't it? So, what if I wanted to do a quick little decal design? An arc around a circle following a path, change the envelope to prevent the upper path from continuing too far. Can you arc text around a circle following a path? No, if you're arced around a circle, it can't be within the envelope, unfortunately. We're trying to figure that out to see if it's even possible to teach Corel to do that, but unfortunately, no, Linda. So check this out. I got Yellow Jackets here. I'm going to move this down to, let's say, around 5 inches. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, how did I duplicate it so quick? We learned it the other day, right? How did I duplicate that so quick? You got it. Dragged with the left click and then right click, and it duplicated it. Now, I'm going to go clear envelope. Okay? I'm going to do the bottom envelope and hit apply. You guys see where I'm going with? See where I'm going with this? Now, show all, find text, and we're going to go Yellow Jackets, volleyball. And now I just come over here and I go to add artwork. I find in my clip art a volleyball. And what do I have? I have my car window decal, right? So let's find a decent volleyball here. This one looks pretty good. Let's just add this here, shrink this down a little bit, and I now have a volleyball car window decal. And remember, now that this is saved, right? Let's say we want it all to be black, and we could put a custom number and a position and everything else. But as soon as you save this as a CDR file, this is now a live template forever. So you're doing some work and it's volleyball and it's a different team and they're the Mustangs. But they already know it's volleyball, so they want it to be for Madison number 23, and boom, your decal's done. Super easy, right? Again, you just created a live template. And as soon as you save it like that, it's good forever. Okay, just save it as a CDR file. All right, any questions on that in the single color text before we leave this? All good? Anybody that's confused at all on this? All right, looking sweet. Everybody's on it. I like it. Okay, so let's get rid of my volleyball here. Let's come up here to Mustangs and clear the envelope. So it just brings it back to my Mustangs. And now what I'm going to do is, now when you want to get rid of one of the envelopes, you just click on it. Okay? These envelopes take away the need to attach text to paths unless... Yeah, so these envelopes make everything just super easy. So the text just fills whatever the envelope is, Mark, and makes it a live text and fills the spot, everything. So it's doing everything for you. All right, so this time I want to do a 2-color live text. So it's going to have an outline around it. All right, now what color do you think my outline is going to be right now? Just looking at this, even if you've never used this before, you're probably going to figure it out, right? What color? It's showing black. That's just the demo, right? That's just the preview. But outline is what color? Exactly. Yep. Red. So if I wanted the outline to be a different color, I would just click on that red and say, okay, I want the outline to be dark green or whatever I want it. So, I want Mustangs and I want it 2 colors and I want an arc on it like that. I'm at a 0.125 outline, so when I come over here and hit apply, boom, there we go. And you're done with that. Now, once you've created this, okay, And let's say you thought your outline was a little bit too thick or not thick enough. You don't have to, because what I see a lot of people do is they will go and they'll clear the envelope, okay, and they'll try and clear it from there. So, and then they'll try and clear the border and everything. What I like to do that's easier, click on the green part, come right up here. See that matching 0.125? You can just take away some of it, or you can add more to it. Everybody see what I'm doing there? So, just to adjust your thickness, very easy. And what's really cool about the thickness with all of these is, again, fine text, and you don't want it to be Mustangs anymore, you want it to be the Pirates. You just type and it's done. You want to change the color, right up here, come over to our red, and we can change it to black and red. Everybody got that? Now, these are one, right? If I come down here and break apart effects in my live template editor, there's my two cuts. Everybody see that? Remember we talked about it on Tuesday with the contours and how the contour isn't, when you look in wireframe off the start, let me go back here. So when this is just a contour, we need to get that broken apart as far as for our cut file. So as I move this around, it's just one now, but when I break apart effects, that's going to break the black from the red. All right, everybody with me? Can you do separate words? You can, Mark, but you wouldn't want to, because let me show you. If I were to do separate words with this, okay, it would type Pirates up, and I'll do it with the 3-color one in just a minute. It would type Pirates up top, and then Mustangs underneath, and you wouldn't be able to read it all. Like if it said Mustangs in the red underneath and Pirates in the black on top, they would just be a jumbled mess all overlapping everything. Know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to get into and show you here with the 3-color. Okay? So the 2-color is just giving that outline. So I'm just going back a few steps here. And then what I want to do now is my favorite 3-color live text. So check this out. I love this because when I come over here and I'll just do the same art. How many colors of heat transfer vinyl am I using for this? When I'm going to do a design like this? 2, right? But what does it look like? What is a customer seeing? A customer's seeing 3 colors, right? Because of the way we do it. So, again, this white area, say it's a little bit too thick, I can come over here and bring it back a little bit. It'll show some inside of the G and stuff there a little bit better, and maybe I'm good with that. Maybe my red's a little bit too big as well. I can adjust all of that right up there at the top. Now, you guys tell me, is this a cuttable file right now? Because look, it's 2 different texts, right? So am I ready to send this to the cutter? Not at all, right? Not at all. So I don't even want to show you all the steps. I don't even want to show you all the steps in CorelDRAW to do this, because it's, for me, it would probably take 3 minutes. And it's probably 10 steps, okay, of clicks and trims and back minus fronts and boundaries and back minus fronts and back layer and so on, right? Here's how you guys do it. Highlight it all. Come over to Merge 3-color live text. Click on that. It looks like nothing happened. And we have a perfectly cut ready file. That is now just those two. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? I'm telling you guys, before the 5.0 came out, if you guys went back and watched some old videos of the Wizard of me teaching you how to do this, you would be like, oh my goodness, that is a pain in the butt. So, and I see some of you saying, yes, I've been around that long and I've done it the old way. And you're so used to the new, exactly, you're so used to the new way now. So, and you can only use merge 3-color live text with 3 colors. Yes, with the 3 colors, yes. Because it's set up because of those contours and everything. All right, so there's our merge 3-color live text. And that's how, now, if I wanted to save this file as a live template, do I save it now? Or do I save it now? Before I merge the 3-color live text? Before or after? 100% yes, before. Because after, right now, it's still a typable font. Okay? And the way I can tell, a quick little cheat for you guys to know if it's a typable font, come over and hit Find Text. If Mustang shows up, you know it's typable. Okay? How many of you guys use this as a cheat to see? Watch, when I go merge 3-color live text, and I go find text, why is it not finding my text? Well, if I double click, you can see now I'm editing nodes. But a quick little cheat to know if it's a typable font or not, just hit find text and that will tell you. Got it? All right. Everybody feeling comfortable with the 3-color live text? Good to go? And then at the end, we'll make a quick little design and I'll show you. Good, good. Okay, so next one we have. Oh, ooh, quick little fix. Check it out. Boom. How many of you guys do this? I freaking do it all the time. I have caps lock on and then you hold shift and you type it the opposite way. Pain in the butt, isn't it? So come over to title case or lowercase or uppercase or whatever you want. Now, if you go to title case on this, look what's happening. And this is a good point here. Why is it not making the H in uppercase? Because the H is not my first character, right? Real quick, what do you guys, everybody let me know, what do you call this? What is this thing right here? The name of it. What's the name of it? Look at all of you guys. Okay, there we go. We all know that you guys, we're only calling it hashtag now because we got to keep up with the times, right? It's the pound sign. It used to be the pound sign, and nobody's allowed to call it the pound sign. Go tell a 12-year-old, 13-year-old to push the pound sign, and they're going to look at you like you have no head. Right? We're all older. We know what the pound sign is. But yes, it's now the hashtag. All right, so I'm just going to go H, and I'm going to do an uppercase H for the hustle. Now, I'm going to show you, might as well tell them to bring you an 8-track tape. I want to show you what I did earlier, okay? The way that I made my hustle shirt earlier. Super easy, but gives a really cool look. Here's what I did. I came over here, I did a flat shadow live text, okay? And if I do a flat shadow live text at an angle, this is what I'm going to get, okay? This is what I'm going to get. I hit apply, and I get that. And that looks freaking awesome as well, doesn't it? I was going to make this shirt, and then I just wanted to go with the negative effect because it's even a cooler look. But this design right here, it's actually, again, 2 different texts. Where this shirt looks really cool, guys, is if you did like a tone on tone, and I probably should have done this in the live. This would have been really cool. Imagine this, okay? Imagine this black right here being the matte black that we used in today's live. And then imagine this like dark gray back behind it being the black reflective. Would that not look sweet? So then when any light hits it, the reflective shows up with kind of that reverse look. But then it still got the tone on tone look. I think it would look pretty awesome. Very cool. You need to, every one of you are saying, very cool. You need to make another shirt and give it away. All right. So everybody sees what the flat shadow live text is doing now. And at any point I can change the color here. Okay. So if I wanted it to be red and blue, I can go red and blue, whatever. All right. And this is a cuttable file ready to go. So let me go back a few steps. Now I'm at the hustle. So if I want to have that negative effect, I'm just going to click this negative. But before I do that, let me show you this. Can everybody see this little box over here to the side? Everybody see where I am? So the bottom right is going to give the shadow there. The top right gives the shadow up there. The top, shadow above, shadow top left. See how I'm mixing it around? So if I hit apply now the shadow is going the other way. So it's really cool because it moves the shadow around for you. Because I think this way looks awesome as well, right? All right, so, and I'm going to do it 2 different ways with the negative as well. So check this out. This is the one that we made in the live today. I'm going to click on negative and then go apply. And you have that look. And then this one, I'm going to go negative and apply, and I got that look. Which one looks better? I think I know. I do prefer one better than the other. To you guys, which one looks better? The top does. I like the bottom showing. Does everybody agree? On the top one, it's almost hard to see some of the letters. Okay? So let me try one more. I'm going to try bottom left and apply. Ooh. I think I still like the top one better. I think it's still easier to read the E, easier to read the T. S, U, and H are pretty much about the same. I still like the top one better. I think the one that we made in the shirt is the best looking. Yeah, and I think I agree. I think the hashtag looks better in the top one as well. Yeah, I think so. But how cool, and again, if you guys didn't see the shirt that I made today, if you weren't in the live, go check it out after we're done. It's on YouTube, but it looks really cool, and it's something different, obviously, that you can offer your customers. So we got the hustle there, but what if I wanted to add a little something to it? So what I mean by that is, give me something to go with that. Give me something to go with it, like a little saying, like the hustle is real or whatever. What you guys got? I got hustle and flow. The movie. All right, so we're going to go and... Damn it, I did it again. That damn caps lock. Title case worked because I had a space there. So, impact font, hustle and flow, and I'm going to have the flow come out a little bit here, okay? And then I'm going to not do the negative effect. I'm going to not do, let's say, the drop shadow. I'm just going to do a one color and apply. And check this out. See how it just hits at the exact same angle? Now I can decide what size I want it. And then if I wanted to, I can turn both of them the same red. And now you have that. So see how, like, just by knowing a couple different things, how doing something like this can start to turn into an actual design, right? And it's pretty cool. Like, just messing around with these different envelopes, you can create. And most of the live templates that we create in our packs and everything, I would say 95% of them, other than like the drawings and the artwork that our artists actually draw, but all the envelopes and everything and all the layouts, we create them all here within the wizard, right? So if I want to see what this looks like on a shirt, I'm going to make it like a dark black. I'm at, what are we at? Let's go, we're going to put this one on a women's shirt. So we're going to go about 9.8 inches, 9.9 inches. Let's come over to my mock-ups. We're going to go women's burnout shirt front. Let's click there, and I want this to be a black shirt, and there's our tone on tone. And these are, I don't know how good you guys can see it depending on your resolution, but these are the type of shirts that I love. Like I was talking about earlier, is I love the shirt where it kind of makes you have to look at it a little bit more to really see it. Right? It's pretty sweet. And what else? I mean, yeah, you could even do it in a basic white, no problem, right? But something else that really helps when you do a design like this, what else is something that's really tough to read with social distancing? What else is really is helping this shirt by doing the negative effect? What's something that it's helping with? Because this is a pretty bold font, right? What else would you guys think of? Other than just the look of it and the design, what's something that's really going to help with? And I want to see if anybody really pays attention to this, because it's a huge thing for me. It's a huge thing for me. Not necessarily going to save on media, right? Not necessarily going to save on media because you're weeding all of that extra out and getting rid of it. But I want to see if nobody's got it yet. Yes, it makes them pay more attention. Yes, you have to really look at it to see what it says, but I didn't even mention it in the live today. What else? It looks more dimensional. Completely agree. Still not what I'm looking for. Still not. I want to see. Do you guys want me to save this design for you? This isn't a designing week, but I'll save this design for you. Let me save it. I'll just save it under music here for now. So we'll just save it Hustle Flow. Stands out, less weeding, yes, less weeding. Here's the thing for me, makes you want to read it, yes. Here's honestly, probably one of the biggest factors for me wearing a shirt. Tell me how much better feel it's going to be on a shirt. Less material, right? Less thickness, and a much softer feel on the shirt, because we're using most of the shirt for the letters, and then we're just accenting the letters. So less heat transfer vinyl means better feel on the shirt, not as thick of a feel on the shirt. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? And I'm really big into that. I love a softer feel and more of a shirt feel, right? So with that real bold and thick font, that would have a little bit tougher feel on it. And yeah, it won't be as hot as well. Exactly. Okay, perfect. Everybody good with that? Everybody understand the negative effect? All good? Sweet. Now I want to show you probably my favorite thing with the text effects. Probably my favorite thing. So see all of these effects here that you guys see? They're all great, right? Click the little arrow, there's even more, right? What do you guys see right there? What's that say? Add and delete. What does that mean? You get to add your own envelopes. I'm telling you right now, I've still yet to this day never seen a software where you can add your own envelopes to create effects like this. And we've had this for a little while. I'm surprised nobody's copied it yet. Maybe they haven't figured it out. But check this out. I'm going to come over to, let's say, my rectangle tool. Okay? And I'm just going to draw a rectangle. And my rectangle looks good there. And then I'm going to come over to my envelope tool. Okay? And up here at the top, and I'm going to create an envelope. So there's all types of envelopes. There's straight lines, there's single arc, and there's double arc. And I know Sean went over most of this stuff with you, right? And then you got your putty and your original and all of that stuff. We also have an unconstrained, okay? So if I hit add new, and I can drag this around wherever I want. So if I want this to go there, I want that to go there, I want this to go here. This is the unconstrained one. So I just want to make the funkiest shape I can. And this isn't going to look good, okay? But that's not what I'm trying to get out of this. I'm just trying to show you, just creating a shape, what you can do. And I just changed it to a color just so you can see it better. So we have our shape there, right? If I come over and I go to add, delete, and I'm going to come over here and just go to add, and we're going to call this crazy. And I'm going to hit OK. It's going to process through, and I'm going to hit save. How hard was that? Was that not freaking easy? So check it out. Let's come over here and let's go hustle. And I'm going to do, let's say, an impact font. Always a nice thick font. And I'm at 10 inches. I come over to my new crazy text. And I hit apply. And there it is. Follows the shape perfectly. Is that not, like, if I wish, and I don't want to waste your time, okay? If I could show you how long it takes to do something like this in CorelDRAW every single time, it's a pain in the butt. But now you have that ready to go. So let me show you a trick with this, and this is the biggest thing with it, okay? If you have rounded, okay, so if it's rounded, it can get a little wonky. Here's what I mean by that. So I'm just going to go here, I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to make it go this way. And then at the end here, okay, at the end, I'm going to go ahead and take this and have this round like that, and have this round like this. I'm trying to mess it up. All right? So once I have this, I'm going to come over and I'm going to go add, delete, and I'm going to call this crazy 2. That damn caps lock. Okay. And save. There's crazy 2. It's going to save in there perfectly, right? So if I come over here now and I go baseball, good to go. Impact font. Click on this one and apply. See how crazy it gets? The key to doing this, and I'll show you a couple different versions, okay? What if I did the putty version? So this is vertical and putty. So if I do the putty version, looks a whole lot better, right? How many of you here knew about the vertical and the putty? The V and the P there. Probably not as many of us, right? I see a never seen that. Nope, nope, not till now. Not me. Nope, never seen it. Nope, nope. That's awesome. So again, like I always tell you, there's always new things. There's always new things. But see, the putty version, it forms your text into kind of a putty to try and form with those curves. The vertical version is looking for straight lines to make it perfect. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody what I did there? I see a yes, yes, absolutely, yes, amazing, yeah, okay, perfect. Good, 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 good. So you can kind of go back and forth between those. And believe me, you will run into some, like if you just drew a circle and did text, there's nothing you're going to do that's going to do it, okay? There's nothing. So if I just drew a circle, even more of something like this, I'm going to draw kind of a big oval, okay? And I come over here and I go add new, and I'm going to go add an oval, okay, and save. There's my oval, okay? And I like to show you guys things that do work, and I like to show you things that don't work, because when I show you the things that don't work as good, then you know that going in, right? So you're not clicking on stuff, man, Matt made this work, okay? So come over here to my oval, and I'm going to go to vertical and apply. Not bad, but still that weirdness, right? Let's go to the putty version and apply, and look how crazy that gets. Because the putty version even is looking for some different angles to get to it. Now, not to say that you could never use this for something. It kind of looks kind of cool, but it isn't nearly what we were looking for, right? Now, what I can do with that is, had I had any type of straight lines on that oval, and let me show you. This oval right here, right? Let's just say, and I'm going to use a tool we used the other day. See how I'm just going edge to edge? How would I pull out, this is a test right here. The tools we used the other day up top here, right? How would I pull out just the pink with the line and everything right there? With that and that. Valerie, you're correct. There's a couple different ways. Intersect is one of them. So let me show you that method. Highlight it all. Come up here to intersect. And there it is. Right? And what's the other method I could use other than intersect? Jonathan, you got it, buddy. Check it out. Smart Fill tool. Click. And that did it as well. Pretty sweet, right? Okay, so we'll just use the Smart Fill one since we have it right here. Now, see how there's straight lines on the ends? Okay, straight lines on the ends. So when I come over to Add Delete, I'm going to go to Add. We're going to go to Crazy 5. Okay, and save. There's Crazy 5. And watch the difference here. What do you think I would use for this one? Would I use putty or would I use vertical? You guys let me know. Putty or vertical with this one? I'm seeing vertical putty, vertical putty, vertical putty, vertical putty, vertical, vertical. Okay, so I'll do both of them to show you. This one here, you can kind of see what putty is going to do off the start, right? This is putty. Apply. Not bad, right? Not bad because I have those edges. And then vertical. Apply. Any difference? Every one of you are right. Right? Because we had those straight lines on the side there, and the vertical is still going to stay vertical with these edges. So there is a very, 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 very small difference that nobody would ever be able to see, right? Very small difference in, like, for example, the S right there. That's difficult to see if you aren't looking for it, right? Pretty cool, though. All right, let's get rid of those. And I'm going to go add, delete. And I'm just, to get rid of them, crazy 5, X, oval, X, crazy 2, X, crazy X. Save. And now all of those are gone. Okay, so if you ever mess up on one or don't want it there anymore, that's how you easily get rid of them. But you can add unlimited envelopes within there. Pretty cool. All right, and then the last thing, before I move on, everybody good with that? Everybody knows the difference between the vertical and the putty and how to add? Does everybody, even without even watching the replay, does everybody here feel like you could possibly create your own envelope without watching the replay, like right this second? And if you say yes, I know how to share my screen. I'm going to make you do it right now. So if you want to change your mind from the yes, I might put you on the spot right in front of everybody. Oh, that is so funny. I had yes, 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 no. And then I just said that and it became oops, no. Laugh out loud, no. Maybe not. Not sure. Maybe. And a yes. It went from 8 yeses right away to kind of, maybe, possibly. As soon as I can't put you on the spot, by the way. I can't have you share the screen. I just said that just to see if your answer changed at all. Alright, that was wrong, wasn't it? Easy way to get an honest answer, though. Because every one of you are like, oh crap, what if he makes me go live in front of everybody? Alright, so next thing here. Multiple envelopes. All that is, it's super easy, okay? I'm just going to type out baseball. I used to use that trick, Valerie, I used to use that trick teaching all the time. I would see somebody that's not paying attention in class, and I would say, okay, everybody here understands. And just to make sure that they did, I would say, okay, raise your hand if you do not understand. Nobody would raise their hand, and then the kid that I knew wasn't paying attention, I would throw him on the spot right there. It would happen one time, and it would never happen again. All right, so multiple envelopes. Let me show you that. To get the hustle on the slant, I just chose the slant envelope right there, Charlene. So this one here, okay, they're still the same way. This one here, check this out. I want to do a slant, and Charlene, you'll see the hustle on, or baseball on a slant here. I'm going to hit multiple envelopes. So I'm going to hit apply, and now I want to add another. And it just changes it up a little bit. So I want to also add a little bit of kind of an arc to the slant. So I'll hit apply again. And now it's kind of slanted as well as arc. Okay? Everybody see what it did there? So if I wanted it to go a little bit like that and apply, now again, it's kind of slanted and kind of doing the, and I'll show you here, just to show you the difference between the two, because sometimes it's hard to tell. Here's the regular slant. Here's the regular slant. Okay? And then here it is again. And then here's the multiple envelope one. See the difference between the two? And I could keep going crazy, but it's going to eventually just start looking weird, right? I mean, as long as I have the multiple envelopes selected, I could keep adding adding different envelopes. And it's just going to keep looking weirder and weirder each time I do it. But you can get some cool effects with it as well. What I would recommend is just create your own envelope. Then you can get it to whatever you want. Yes, you could drop shadow that as well, Valerie. Yes, so for example, when I'm going back, boom, and I have the flat shadow, we'll go bottom right flat shadow, and we will go this edge here, so multiple envelopes and apply, and then come over here and apply, come over here and apply, and so on. Yeah, you can get crazy. You can do it with the 3-color live text. You can do it with everything. Yeah, good luck trying to remember. And here's the thing. I recommend, like Maria just said, okay? 9 weeks and I still can't get my refund. So, and the craziest part and the fun part, right, as well, Valerie, is this is technically the same class that we taught in week 4. But like I said, there's always different stuff that we cover, right? A lot of it's still the same, but there's always new things you're learning. But like Maria just said, imagine having to remember, oh yeah, I did this envelope, and then this one, and then this one, and then I came over to this one, and then that one. And that's how I got the look. You're never going to remember that. So create your own envelope now that you can for each one. And then just save it. And if you have an envelope that you always use for the Mustangs volleyball team, boom, there you go. That's a good question, Karen. So if you come over here, you can only create, or you can only select one envelope at a time. Karen's question was, can I grab like 4 or 5? Can I grab all of the envelopes at the same time? And you can only do one at a time. All right, so good there, good there, good there, and I feel like we're feeling pretty good with this. I'm feeling pretty good with the text effects tab. Everybody else feeling pretty good? All right, let's get magic templating in. Let's do it. All right, so magic tab, okay? With the magic tab, few different things. Okay, I'm going to go over a few different things here today because some of these can be confusing. Okay, so let's type baseball out here. And how many of you are comfortable with the magic tab? Because some of you off the start, some of you, this is the main reason why you bought the wizard, because you probably saw a couple of these buttons working, right? But how many of you are currently using the magic tab? And for a few different things. There's a bunch of stuff we can do within these, okay? A bunch of cool stuff as well. Bunch of cool stuff. Sometimes I haven't seen it, not yet. Brand new, not yet. Have used it, not yet, not enough. Okay, good. So, if I'm coming in here, okay, and this one's called a contour punch out. So, if I came over here to my contour tool and drew a little contour, okay? So I have that there. If I come over to my contour punch out, look what it did. I'll do it again for you. So let's say you have a design and you have text with a contour behind it, okay? Contoured behind it. And I'm going to change the inside to... we'll change it to, I don't know, any other color that's different than black. Okay, there we go. Here's how you do this, and it's super simple. All you do is you come over to Contour Punch Out, click that, and it punched the contour from whatever was behind it. It just punched it through it. Everybody understand what that did? Why is this a good tool? Okay, the reason why this is a very cool tool is, no, not similar. So what it's actually doing there, Valerie asked, is it similar to break apart? What you would have to do that same thing, Valerie, is you would have to come over and break it apart. Then you would have to click on the red. You would have to shift click on the black and then do a back minus front. We turned it into one button there to be able to do that. Make sense? So, design use. When am I going to use something like that? You'll notice a lot of our live templates in different packs that you get in different designs. When it's a live template, we have to keep it a typable font, right? Well, if it's a 2-color font like this, or we want like the text to knock something out back behind it, okay, we have to keep it as a contour. And what we'll do a lot of times, you'll notice, is we'll make it like a really light pink or something, just kind of a weird color. And we'll do it something like that. Because it's to signify that that light pink is supposed to push out the material back behind it. So that way you're able to still use the live template and type out the word football. But then when you need that area pushed out and punched out back behind it, you just do the contour punch out and then it's ready. Does that make sense to everybody? So once you do that contour punch out, okay, the white isn't part of it anymore. The black background is just a square that I drew. Just imagine that being part of your design. So what that's exactly, Karen and Charlene, what that's actually doing is it's allowing, the white is the shirt showing through. Okay? The white is the shirt showing through. And here's the thing. Check this out. Let's just say we had a purple background back there too. When I do a contour punch out, it punches everything out. There could be 100 layers back behind it, and it's going to punch them all out. So think about how, like if it were a 3-color design where you wanted to punch through everything, you would have to click here, back minus front. Click here, click on the next layer, back minus front. Click here, click on the next layer, back minus front, and so on. So we turned it into a 1-button click. Got it? Everybody good? Contour punch out? Alright, stone outline. I love this baby. Alright, I'm going to use an example. A lot of you are newer, so you may not have seen me use this before, but I'm going to use an example I like to use a lot because it's a perfect example to use it for. So I'm going to go to my Live Templates Volume 3. And within my Live Templates Volume 3, I'm going to open up this Cardinals design. And you know what? I'm going to do the other one because I want it to look even more difficult. So I'm going to go to Live Templates Volume 3 again. And I'm going to pull this design here. Let's find it. It's right down here somewhere. Where are you? These are all the different templates within this pack. Here we go. This one here. All right. So someone give me I'm going to just do a design school-wise. So someone give me your school name, like Braden River Pirates basketball. Just so I can use it as an example. And first one to give me everything is the one I'm going to make. All right? Give me everything I need. But the reason why I like to do this is I want you guys to see, like, if a customer came in, this is what they would see. So the first one was Crescent Loggers Basketball. Okay? So, Crescent Loggers Basketball. How would I edit this? I'm going to go to Find Text. Do I want to put Show All or not Show All? Show All or not Show All? What do you think? Not Show All, exactly. Because Show All is going to show 2 of the pirates. Remember? Because it's the 3-color live text. So, we got, and let me find Crescent, C-R-E-S-C-E-N-T, Done. I hit enter, and then we got loggers, Loggers, and then what sport did we do? Basketball. Now, click on my soccer ball, go to add artwork or change artwork. Which one? Exactly, change, because we want to swap it out. If we hit add, it'll work, but then we have to move it, delete the soccer ball, everything. So change artwork, we're going basketball, and always search this way. That way it's searching all of your files, makes it easier. And the basketball I want is this one right here, double click, boom. Now, who gave me the loggers here? Juliet, what colors are they? So we're going to get the colors here, but first thing we need to do is we need to make this 3-color live text. We need to get this cut ready. Blue and gold. Okay, let's get this cut ready. How are we going to get it cut ready? What's my magic button? Merge 3-color live text. Exactly, bottom right corner here. Merge 3-color live text, cut ready file. Good to go, right? Now, check this out. I'm going to move this down a tiny bit. I'm going to make my basketball a little bit bigger. Okay? How would I add rhinestones to this? I want to add rhinestones around the basketball. How am I going to do that? No clue, right? Because, and I see some of you saying, okay, watch. Some of you who have used the wizard before, place and fill, right? And let's just add some stones, black diamond stones. So, place and fill to the outside, one island and island fill, okay? And this is what it's going to give me. Is that good? Not at all, right? Not at all. Control Z to go back. Check this out. Magic tab, stone outline. Okay, because I don't want stones on the inside of the basketball either. I want them just one row on the outside. And am I allowed to put stones on top of vinyl? Can I throw stones right on top of my heat transfer vinyl? You can, as long as you want your customer complaining after a couple washes and they start falling off. Because you need that hot fix glue to adhere to the garment, right? So, no, you don't want to put them on there, right? For a decal, yes. For a shirt, no. Anything that you're laundering, you don't want to put stones onto any vinyl, okay? So I would have to clear out all of that area and everything. You could make the ball smaller. That's smart. I like that, Karen. Or you could just do this. Stone outline, and I'm done. One button, one click, and it's done. It cleared out all of my layers. It made it perfect for SS10 stones, placed all the stones perfect, cleared the paths, everything. It did everything for you. It's done. Yes, I'll do it again. Going back, okay? And maybe I want the basketball a little bit lower because I don't want it to get into loggers quite as much, okay? And I'll move this word basketball a tiny bit lower. So, check it out. Right here, stone outline. Done. Okay, yeah, I got you. So what if you wanted SS6 stones? SS6 stones. Stone outline. Done. The software knows what size stone you're using to make sure to clear enough area. SS16 stones, boom, stone outline, done. Perfect every time. This works on anything. Correct. So any type of design where you just want to create a border of stones around it and clear that area out, done. Good to go. This is out of Live Templates Volume 3. Alright, so let's go back to our SS10 stones and get the one that we want. So stone outline. And the colors were blue and gold. Is that right? Can you hear my desk moving up? I've been sitting, my watch just told me, stand up, you've been sitting too long. So we just moved to standing position. Is it important to be cut ready before we stone outline? Yes, because you don't want this to be text, because then it'll screw up all of this top part right here. Because remember, it's got contours and everything. So that's a great question. That's a great question. All right, so let's change our colors. I'm going to click on the burgundy, select same color. That selected all of my burgundy there, and I like to weld it together. And I'm going to do this in a blue. So we're going to come over here to Caesar Glitter, and we're going to do this in a blue glitter. Black, select same color. Got all of my black, weld that together, and let's do this in a gold glitter. And then the stones, select same stones. Turn those to crystal stones, highlight my design, mock-ups, simulate shirt, and there's our shirt with all of our stones simulated. Pretty sweet, isn't it? And now, at any point, even within the mock-ups, you can edit these. What if the customer said, what if we did that in blue and this in gold? I kind of almost like that a little bit better. I think the loggers should be the focus point of this shirt and the basketball. So I think this looks a little bit better with the blue and gold this way. And that's it. That design's ready to go. And you just can't see the stones there because the wireframe. Because those are crystal stones. So they're just white blending in with the background. All right, we good with that? Everybody pretty comfortable? And I'm going to show you another example, okay? Let me show you another example here. So, another example is going to be this one. What cut setting do you use for Magic Flock? Depends on your cutter, Maria. Depends on your cutter. We have a bunch of videos on that, but with the Graph Tech, I'm usually around 18 to 20 with my force. 45-degree blade. All right, so check this one out. Open template. I am going to do the kids pack. And just because this is, again, a really cool feature with one of these. So let's go to the kids pack, and I'm going to go to Kids Live Templates, Volume 1. Now this pack has just a boatload of clip art in it. So I'm going to do Madison's second birthday. Let's do this one. And ungroup. If you do sublimation and stuff, amazing for these, right? But if you don't do sublimation, do you think you guys would be able to cut and weed and layer this elephant right here if you don't do sublimation? What do you guys think? Tell me. You don't want to deal with that, right? You probably could. It would take you an hour and a half because there's 5 different shades of gray and white and black and so on, right? So, again, change artwork. Let's go to our... Now, if you want to go to the actual one, or if you want to go to search a specific one, I want to see all of them because I'm not sure what animal I want here. So, I'm going to open up all of them here and decide what I want. So maybe I want to do a turtle or a monkey or the elephant or whichever of these, right? So I'm going to do the turtle here. All right, so let's click on the turtle guy here, and it's just going to swap them out. Now, with this turtle guy here, okay, I have my text, and I'm going to change him to a different color just so you can see it a little bit better. Blue. I need him to, because is this a cut ready file right now? Look at that. That's an absolute mess, right? Absolute mess. But check out what I could do here. I can take my turtle, let's even make him a tiny bit smaller. And I could do that same thing. Watch this. Come over to my magic tab, and I have, here is our stone outline. Click on that. Maybe I change the turtle to black, and there's my stones around the turtle. Cleared everything, and look when I go in wireframe. This is a perfectly cut ready file. That's crazy, isn't it? With one click. So this stone outline, and the reason why I wanted to show you this, it doesn't like, and look, it cleared that layer, it cleared this layer, it would have gotten into the birthday and cleared some of that out. It's going to clear everything out that it needs to. But it doesn't have to just be a basic shape. It'll follow around and do all of this stuff. Pretty sweet, isn't it? All right. Next one. Now we have the stone knockout. How many of you guys have seen this work? Let me know if you have seen the stone knockout work, because this is insane, right? Some of you haven't? Oh man, this is insane. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull this in here. So, check this out. This is crazy. I'm telling you right now, I can pretty much guarantee for all of you guys that are here to create the design that I'm about to create, if you could do it, would take you at least, just in CorelDRAW and the Wizard without this, would take you a minimum of an hour. Minimum of an hour. Okay? Yeah, Suzanne, do you remember me trying to teach this before? It took me 15 minutes in a video. So check this out. Eagle Soccer. All these are is just envelopes with the text effect. Okay? That's all these are right here. Amelia, I did not see your question. I see it right now, though. Did you ask one earlier? I didn't see one earlier. Just shoot it again if you had a question. So, oh, he showed up late. Okay, no problem. Yes, I can see it. So, check this out. Eagle Soccer. Is this a cuttable file right now? Is it good to go? What do you think? Because it's still a true type font. It's still a typable file. Am I good to go with this? I see a yes. Ha, Suzanne, you're smart. You know how I work. I see a yes. I see a yes. I see a yes. What's my rule, guys? Before we say it's a cuttable file and we're good with it, what's the rule that I always say? Go to wireframe and weld. Yes, wireframe. Now looking at wireframe, am I good or no? Where's my issue? The E and the A, right? Overlapping each other. So, as everyone's saying right now, the fix, weld it together. And we're good to go. Alright? So, now that we have that, this is crazy. Every one of you that have not seen this is going to blow your mind. Okay. Did Sean go over a decent amount of the edit tab yesterday? He went over a good amount of this, right? Did he do the knockout? Just the basic knockout? So check this out. Highlight it, KO, and I'm done. I now have a knockout design. And this is a perfectly cut ready file. These are freaking super popular designs. I mean, NFL teams, Major League Baseball teams, I'll do it again. Yep, all I did is I grabbed any shape. I grabbed an eagle, obviously. Drop it on top, highlight everything, click KO, and it's done. How sweet is that? Okay, now, let's go super sweet. Now I got my design here. I'm gonna go about 9.8 inches or so. Highlight it all. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna go black diamond stones. Highlight it all. This time I'm gonna do a stone knockout. Click on that, and I'm done. That's just stupid. Right? That's silly. So, if I did black glitter, and I did green glitter, and then the stones, I did crystal rhinestones, highlight it all, mock-ups, looking good, looking good, and I am going to just simulate my stones, click on my shirt, and there it is, with my glitters and my rhinestones. Done. Like literally, I'm telling you guys, you don't have to do this. I never tried to rip off customers. But you could charge a customer 20 bucks for a setup and design fee for this, and it might take you 2 minutes. It's all with Valerie. For me to show you how to do this, I'm telling you, it would take me over probably 15 minutes to go step by step to show you everything that it's doing. It's doing a ton of stuff because it's got to know to put the stones. It's got to know to put the stones around the eagle, but also not through all of this area, but not into this area, not around this area, and it's crazy. Okay? So, man, you guys will use this a ton. You should use it a ton. Okay, and just to give you another example, just to show you how easy it is, and there's nothing special about this eagle here. Let me just show you. Get rid of this. Okay, I got my eagle here, good to go there. I'm gonna click on my eagle. I'm gonna go to change artwork, and I'm gonna go to soccer. And let's just bring a soccer ball in here real quick. So I like kind of that little bit thicker soccer ball that I normally use. It's just easier to weed and everything. So that there. And I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller, and I'm going to move it over to the edge. I don't know, somewhere around here. So check this out. Highlight it all, magic tab, stone knockout, and I'm done. And the same thing if they were green and black, and then crystal stones. Highlight my design, come over to my mock-ups, throw it on a shirt, and there's my eagle soccer design. That's crazy, isn't it? It's so freaking easy. It's so easy. So any type of file like that. The athletic font that you used in Tuesday's pack was the athletic font you used in Tuesday. Ooh, Karen. Man, I would have to go back and look at that and try and find it later. Karen, will you shoot an email to info@therhinestoneworld.com after we're done? And I'll see if it's in a pack or if it's just a font. It's pretty cool. All right. So, good with that? Let's go ahead and... the pack on sale from today, no. Today's the decal pack. And let me delete page. Why wouldn't I, right? I'm going to go ahead and... let me change these to a different color. I'm going to save this for you. Hey, who knows? You might have an Eagle soccer around you, right? I'll save this file and drop it in. Where did I save that under? Music, I think. Yep. Eagles multi-deck. Dang it. Caps lock. Good to go. Where you'll find the files is I'll drop them into, when I upload everything, I'll put the files into your order history as well. So you'll download them from the actual class that you purchased. Yep. All right, next one here. Next one we're gonna do is someone give me a school letter, just like a big letter, like a B or an M for Mustangs or C for Cardinals or whatever it is. Okay, first one I saw that came up was a B. Actually, the first two were B. So let's do a big B. I'm just gonna go capital B here. And I'm going to take this B right here, and I'm going to use a, let's just use a collegiate type font. Maybe this one here. So collegiate inside. So this font right here, and I'm going to go about 7.5 inches tall, let's say. All right? So with this here, here's what I'm going to do. I want, and this is pretty cool. This is pretty, I know most of the stuff I've been saying tonight is pretty cool, but the stuff that I've been saying pretty cool, admit, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So let me go to Black Diamond and check this out. Stone outline with contour. Okay? Stone outline with contour. All I have is a big B here. I click this button and I'm done. So it created a stone outline, and then it added another vector contour outside of that. So literally, like that just, I clicked a button and I'm done. So if they were black and red, okay, I could come over here. Maybe I want them to be, I actually like the black more. So let's go black glitter, let's go red glitter, and let's go crystal rhinestones. My design is 8.3 inches by 6.4. Let's go to mock-ups, throw it onto my shirt. Maybe it needs to go down a tiny bit. We can move it easily, and that's done. Is that not just stupid? Easy? How many of you feel like you could do that right now without watching the video? How many of you can literally click one letter and hit one button? Because that's all I did, right? One letter and one button. Here, let me see. Let's go. Big old money sign. Ooh, I wonder if this one would work. I don't even know. I've never done this. It's kind of weird looking money sign. Stone outline with contour. Oh, money. Hold on, let me change the stone color so you can see it. Go back a few steps. Oh, that was super simple. Watch this. Stone outline with contour. Done. Absolutely perfect. Like literally perfect. There's not one stone that I have to move. No, I know you meant show me the money, Karen. Yes. Oh, you want to see the money? Yeah. I thought you were saying click a button, I'm about to make some money. Yes, so to show you how much you have in cost in this, okay, I'm going to come over to my black glitter, and I'm going to come over to my red glitter, and then I'm going to go select same color, crystal rhinestones, highlight it all. I'm 9 inches by 5.9 inches. Click on my little money sign. I have 88 cents worth of crystals, 96 cents in red glitter, 79 cents in galaxy black glitter for a total of $2.63. Again, everything you do, you're going to know your pricing. And the cool thing about this is it's so freaking easy. You say, oh no, that's a little bit too big. Okay, we were at what, 263 or something? Let's make it a little bit smaller. Do the same thing. Let's do the same colors. Black glitter, red glitter, and crystal stones. We went from 263 to 203. We just saved 60 cents by making it a little bit smaller. Yes, so, and that's what I told you I was going to get into, and that's what I'm going to get into now, okay? So, to make this ready, so this is already a cut ready file, and let me just change the stones so you can see them, okay? Charlene asked, can you show how to make it cut ready now? So, everybody see where I just switched to the templates tab? Right here, templates. Highlight your design. On the templates tab, I'm going to right click on vinyl overcut. And there's my color separations ready to go. So the software is smart enough to know that that's rhinestones, don't mirror it. These are both heat transfer vinyl, mirror them, and remember, your software, your cutter, everything is colorblind. So that doesn't mean that this is going to cut black glitter. Whatever you load into your vinyl cutter is what it's going to cut, right? But you can see off your design, there's your black cut, there's your red cut, and there's your magic flock cut. And what's really cool about the software and the way that we've set it up, if you look at the bottom, go back to page 1, there's your original design, there's your cut file, there's our mock-up, and that's the mock-up when we did the bee, but all of these save. So let's say you wanted a little mock-up here in the crystal stones and you want it to go on a long sleeve shirt. Let's go women's long sleeve front. Click on that. There it is on my long sleeve shirt. So see how it created another page right there? Now I have that mock-up, I have my cut file, and I have my original design. Valerie, no, honestly, in the 6.0, what we're probably going to do, almost all of these things here we're going to get rid of. I'm going to be honest, the only thing I use is the vinyl overcut, because it overcuts your rhinestone circles as well. So the only thing some other people use is the 2+ cut. Anybody that wants to do 2 full rotations. Like if, for example, you're using a Cricut or a Cameo and the magic flock or your blade isn't sharp enough, so it isn't cutting through the material. Would you be able to do that from a manipulated font that I have as an SVG? So here's the biggest thing, okay? With the Magic tab, are you talking about the Magic tab, Amelia? So if you had, yes, with rhinestones, okay. So I'm just going to use a different font. So I have F, and I'm going to use kind of a, I don't know, a scripty font. So I have this font here, okay? And let's go about 7 inches or so. Now, if I did my stone outline with contour, oh, let me change the stones so you can see them again. Sorry, I had them at crystal still. Stone outline with contour, boom, done. And it automatically welds that part together as well. Pretty cool, right? Now, your question was, I think, what if it's not a font and if I manipulated the design some? Maybe I made this like that and that like that and then this down here and so on. So, if I try a stone outline with contour with that, still perfect. So it doesn't have to be a font or a typable letter or anything. You can do that with any shape, okay? So what I mean by that is I could come over here to my B-spline tool, and I could go like this, 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 and this, okay? And that's gonna be my purple color. And now I want my stones to be here, and I come over to my stone outline with contour, boom, it's done. Now you guys see why this is called the magic tab. Right? All it does is it just creates magic. So any different shapes that you have, you can do that stone outline with contour on. And remember, you can also thicken up the contour. Maybe you want the contour to be 0.4 inches. See how much thicker it made the contour now? Or if you wanted it less. 0.17 is just kind of the number that I use a lot. So it's kind of the default number that I have it set at. Does that make sense to everybody? Sweet. Okay, and then like I said in the templates, vinyl overcut, that's kind of the main one that I use. Main one that I use. All right? Okay, so now real quick, how crazy did Sean get into the mock-ups last night? Did he just show you a few mock-ups, or did he get into it even more? Did he just kind of show them like I was showing you tonight? Yeah, you can use it on anything, Annie. Annie said, I think she's wanting to know if you can use the SVG font for Etsy and to do the outline. Yes, you can use it on any of that. He just did it kind of lightly. Yeah, and again, this is beginner, so we're not going to get into the adding products and all of that stuff. That's more in the intermediate advanced side of it. But that's why we've kind of kept going through the different mock-up stuff and creating a shirt and stuff kind of as we go, okay? But here, I want to do one more good thing here real quick to show you. Showed us how to hide logos like the Tumblr. Okay, awesome. So check this out. I'm going to go, give me like just a word that everybody would use. Like, I don't know, beach or something. What's like a kind of a smaller word? I'm just trying to think, like faith or beach or something that someone would put on a shirt. All right, fire me some different ones. I got, Linda, who would put Mets on a shirt? What's wrong with you? You only put Cubs on a shirt. Linda, we're going to have to talk. That's just wrong. Cubs on Red Sox. Karen, I'm about to put you in timeout. Now, if someone says Cardinals, we got an issue. Okay, so, So I got, what do we got? Let me see some of the real ones. Everybody's getting all their teams in now, right? Okay, so how about, yeah, I got about 4 of you said love. So let's go love. I'm just going to type out love here real quick. And let's see, maybe our superscript font. We might be able to work with this. Let me see what our other ones look like. Nah, no, not as much. Nah, no. Could work. Yeah, let's go here. So if I have love right here, okay, and this is, I just want to show you guys this as an example. And this is where I'll get a lot more depth into stuff like this next week when we have our design. So in case you guys didn't see, all next week, all 5 days is designing. You guys will get probably like 20, 25, 30 free designs throughout the week, okay? And how to create them all. But just to show you guys, with the design right here, okay, I'm going to go in wireframe to show you. See how I haven't welded this together yet? If I came over to my magic tab and I did a stone outline with contour, What's really cool about it is we've taught CorelDRAW to not even pay attention to those inside cavities. So look at how almost perfect, like it got this literally with one click. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? So, where are my issues? A little bit right there, and then a tiny bit between the L and the O. So here's what I would do, okay? Watch this. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to weld it together. And then I'm going to double click, and I'm going to adjust my O just in a tiny bit. Adjust my L in a tiny bit. And I'm going to hit it again, and then I want to see where my other spots were. Okay, I need to adjust this a tiny bit, right? But see, I'm already starting to fix that one. We're at V and the O. Yeah, and that's not bad right there, right? That's not bad. So, I'm going to take this, double click, and I'm just going to hit the arrow 3 times. And stone outline with contour, fix that issue. And then this here, I'm actually going to bring those back a little bit closer together. Watch this. I'm actually going to go like this. Bring it a little bit closer together again. And the reason why is my goal is it to just have one row of stones going down there where I can kind of merge them together. So now I'm going to click select same color, merge overlapping stones, and now I can see where I need to fix. So that right there, just fix that area. That's good there. And then I got a couple little spots just around here. Now, this is what stuff Sean's going to be getting into tomorrow. Okay, so I don't want to steal all of his thunder. But check this out. Instead of manually clicking on each one, I can just grab them there and magic respace, clear my path, and it fixes them all. So I can go here, 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 and magic respace to fix them all. But again, Sean's going to be getting a lot more into the rhinestone side of it tomorrow. I just wanted to show you, because kind of that question came up with the stone outline with contour, what you could really do, and does it have to be a typable font? Okay? All right, so what I want now, okay, what I want from you guys now, and I saved a pretty good amount of time, but I want some questions from you guys. Questions from you guys on different things that may have, you want me to show again, may have been a little overwhelming. What do you got? What do you got? When I clear the paths, it leaves the line, I have to delete it. Michael, if that happens, shift click, hold shift, and then clear paths. And that'll fix that, Michael. And Sean will be getting into that tomorrow as well, but that's an easy fix. Hold shift and clear paths. In the eagle design, how does it know to put the rhinestones around the object and not the text? It's just the way. So what we do when we create these magic buttons, okay, Charlene? When we create these, we code in basically every move that we do step by step. So the 30 steps, let's say, in Corel that it takes to do all of that, within the coding of the software, it's going through all 30 of those steps in order to get to that point. And that's why it's able to do that with that stone knockout. The stone knockout one's probably the coolest one. The 2-color text, that's a contour, right? Not an outline. That's correct, Valerie. And the way that you know that, Valerie, if you're typing and the contour like around it doesn't change with your text, then that means it's not a contour. If it's changing with your text, then it is. And another easy way to find out here, this is a good example of what you're asking. So if I type out baseball, and with baseball here, let's do a quick impact font. So 2-color live text, right? Apply. Ooh, this is good. I'm glad I got the perfect size to do it. Have any of you ever had this happen with a contour where just a random letter doesn't show the outline? And then look, I just adjusted it a tiny bit and it fixes it. You guys will have this eventually, okay? You'll have this eventually. It's a weird thing with Corel. See how I got it to happen again right there, but then it goes away? It's just a weird Corel thing. If that ever happens, just adjust your text a little bit, and then once you create it, you can have it whatever size you want. But see how I'm moving this around, and see how when I go to find text or show all, it's only one baseball? That's how I know this is a contour, okay? However, if I went to flat shadow and hit apply, is this a contour? The way that I know it's not a contour is it's finding 2 baseballs because it's 2 different text. Does that make sense? So if it's 2 colors but it sees it as one word, then you know it's a contour around it. However, if it's one color, let me get rid of this one. If it's one color, again, it's one, but something like this right here, find text, it's finding both of them. Now I know that that is not a contour. And the other easy way to find out is when you type, let's say maybe this one right here was converted to curves. And you look at it and say, oh yeah, baseball, it should all switch. If I change it to, let's say, football now, see how baseball stayed baseball? That's because that was converted to curves. Okay? Your cheat is always kind of this live template editor over here. These are all problems I've had, of course. And that's where I'm saying, like, everybody likes to get straight into designs. And everybody's like, oh, I want to learn how to make designs. I want to learn how to make designs. Let's do designs, right? And what I try to explain to everybody is that if, like what you guys are learning right now, and like Valerie, how you're saying you run into these problems all the time, if you don't know the why, if you don't know the functions, if you don't know how to use the buttons, I guarantee you ain't going to be able to create designs, right? If you don't know how to use the software and all the different, like the text effects and the magic tabs and all of these different things, the YouTube videos we create are awesome. They help you, right? You can follow along with me and click buttons, and you get the outcome that I get most of the time, correct? But again, following along and clicking buttons, you're cheating. It's basically like you're in your history class in high school and you have a big cheat sheet right on the table with you. Are you actually learning that history? Because as soon as you walk out of that class, you're not going to remember any of it, right? It's the same thing when you have a video screen next to you and you're just following my click by click. It's going to get you through that design, but you didn't learn any of it. Does that make sense? 100% repetition is the key. 100%. And trying stuff on your own versus just following, right? Can you clarify how you press something like the Eagle design with the KO with stones? Yeah. So that one's simple. So with that one, if I go to, do I still have it on here anywhere? Let's see, or did I delete it out? Okay. I mean, we can just go ahead and recreate the design, right? Oh, I'll just have this one. I'll pull this one in. So, to press this design, here's what I would do. Highlight it. I would go to templates and my vinyl overcut. There's my color separations. You always press heat transfer vinyl first, okay? So for this design, I always press the biggest design first. So I would press the black first because it's the full width of my design. I would press that for 2 to 3 seconds. I would come back with the green, depending on your material. Say you're using Easy Weed, I would be 8 seconds for that. And then my last layer and last press is my rhinestones, and I'm going to go the full 10 seconds for that, and you're done. Is there a spot or feature in the wizard that gives recommendations or hints as to what HTV can be used together for multicolor designs? Juliet, there is not, but Caesar, on Caesar's website, and I think we might have it on our site as well. Let me bring it over here. So let me see under resources here. And product index, let's see. FAQs. I thought we used to have it on here. We've switched around a lot of different things. Let's see here. I know Caesar has it on their website. Oh, here you go. So if you just type Caesar in our FAQs, Caesar vinyl material reference chart. Does everybody see where I am right now? So use this search right here. Hit search and then it'll highlight Caesar. Click on that right there and then here you go. So Easy Weed can use on all these different types of materials. And then it'll say, can you layer it and all of that stuff. So durability, thickness, and so on. So this is a pretty cool little reference guide to help you guys out with a lot of these different things. And they have even more on their site as well. They got a bunch of information on that stuff. All right, what else we got? Shoot me some more questions. Can you apply stones or vinyl to sublimation or DTG? You can apply stones and vinyl, well, to sublimation, yes, because the sublimation is into the shirt. It's actually in the garment. So definitely on sublimation, definitely, I mean, DTG, again, the inks aren't as thick, may have a little bit more issue, but again, the ink's going directly to the shirt, so that hot fix glue is still getting to the material on that shirt, Mark. So both of those, screen printing's a little bit more difficult because those, for example, the Plastisol inks are a lot thicker. I can almost guarantee you, Valerie, because that is not through us. That's a great question, though. Valerie's question was, do you think that the Graphtec sale is going to be extended? I can almost guarantee you that it's not. That it literally will end in 3 days. Okay? So the $150 mail-in rebate, that is through Graphtec, and I just spoke with them yesterday, and they did say that it is only going through May 31st. Valerie, that is, I'm not going to lie, and a lot of people here have the GraphTech. That GraphTech deal is the best deal that I think we've probably ever had on the GraphTech. Being $150 off because that's coming through GraphTech. Getting the extra year warranty, which is huge. Free shipping, the stand, and 5 mini packs. So this, I know for a fact it's better than what our Black Friday deal was. Is the 65% off artwork being carried into June? We don't know yet. So a lot of the sale that's going on right now, we were kind of basing it off of, and we've talked about before, once everything kind of gets back to somewhat normal. So we think we are going to still do something. We're just not sure exactly what it's going to be. Just an FYI, the training's been so informational. My husband and I are watching them again so we can do the functions together while watching. Dave, my husband, says there's so much he's learned in just 3 classes than the 3+ years trying to use CorelDRAW on his own for his metal fabrication. Awesome. That's amazing. Juliet, Dave, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for taking time to better your business. Need an update on the Twinkle time frame. Is it out of... man, Deborah, I need an update too. That honestly is completely up to Caesar, and I really don't know. I really don't know. They were saying middle of June, last I heard. I'm hoping sooner. The heat tape we have on the website. If you just search tape, you'll see Magic Heat Tape right there. Lightbox in the products we love right here. Yep. Products we love, production items, and the light boxes right here. One of the light boxes that I have sold out. This one's still on here though. All right, what else we got, guys? And just to let you guys know, we did just list for next week, okay? I'll show you here real quick. We did just list the training series 10 for next week, which is this one right here. So any of you that are newer to these training series, when it's a designing training series, which is this one, okay? It's all design training. So what we're basically going to be doing is all of the different buttons and functions and everything that we've learned this week, we're going to start implementing those into creating live templates, creating finished designs. So all of that is going to be 5 days, 2 hours a day next week of just creating designs. And then all of the designs we create, you get for free as well. I saw a hack about quick pressing vinyl before weeding. No, so Valerie, you don't want to actually quick press the vinyl. You just want to heat up, pressure heat press down for just a couple seconds. Pressure heat press down for just a couple seconds. Heat up your lower platen area. And then weed the vinyl on that, and it just warms it to make it easier to weed. Helps a lot with glitter. Okay. Yes, Karen, I can show you real quick. So, Karen wanted to see, what word do you want to see, Karen? Karen wanted to see what the stadium font looked like. Diva? Damn it. Damn caps lock. I can title case that one though. Stadium font. Boom. So there's the stadium font with Diva. Now, my favorite for something like a Diva font would be the superscript. And then we have the superscript 4, superscript 5, superscript 3, superscript 2, the Flutter script. But what's nice about the superscript is I can do it, yeah. Let me show you real quick. So someone, Michael, who asked, Michael, yeah, it has all the tails as well. So for the tails, now with the word diva, ooh, maybe that's why you were asking. So with the word diva, if it's a really short word like that, okay, anything like this, what you want to do is you can go ahead and just weld it together and then take the tail and just adjust it a little bit. And you can kind of shorten up the tail like that. Oh, grab that part. So depending on the word, you can just adjust the tail to the word. Yep. Michael, yeah, I'll show you. Michael asked, can you show what diva with the stone outline with contour? So I'm going to come over to my magic tab, stone outline with contour, and boom. And again, very, very minimal editing on that. Yes, you can do that, Michael, and I'll show you why I don't like to do it as much that way, but it's good thinking. I like your thought process on it, and that was the first thing I thought of as well. So Michael said, can you just break it apart and then shrink the tail? But when you do that, it shrinks everything a lot. So there's a good amount of adjusting to make it get back to the thickness and stuff. Does that make sense? Either way, there's still going to be a little bit of adjusting though. So I could do that, but then I'm going to have to adjust this to connect up to here and so on. And what's really nice, like for example with, let me go back a little bit there. If we were using the superscript font, and we had the word diva here. With the superscript, I highlight the D and I say, okay, I want that D, boom. I highlight the A if I want a different A, maybe I want that A. Let's see if let's see if there's a different V in this one. There is, boom. And I like that diva better. The super fonts are really cool because they give you all the additional characters to choose from just to make it look really cool, right? And I'm going to be using a lot of these in the designing next week as well. Awesome, no problem, Amila. All right, you guys know I ask every single time. At least one thing, hopefully multiple things. At least one, hopefully multiple things that you guys learned throughout the webinar today. I'm psyched. I love it. Multiple, amazing. Looking forward, sweet. Love it. So again, as you guys know, that's the whole point of these, to just get you better at this software, because the biggest thing, like anything, time is money, right? Time is money. And anytime you can create a design in 5 minutes, how many times have you guys been in CorelDRAW or Designer Edition or whatever software you may have used, or even the Wizard, and just keep getting pissed off? Oh, Michael, you got the LHS shirt today? Freaking awesome. Did you do lights on, lights off trick yet? But how many times have you guys been working on a design or working on something and you can't figure it out and you're just screwing stuff up and CorelDRAW's crashing and you're getting pissed off, and then you come into a live like this or a training like this and you realize it's one click or one button, but you probably spent 3 hours just getting pissed off? And that's, honestly, that's the whole goal of the Wizard. The Wizard is doing a bunch of functions in CorelDRAW, simplifying them, and then adding a bunch with the pricing and the mockups and the order forms and all of that stuff as well. But the whole point of the Wizard is to simplify your life, to better your margins, right? That at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Are you making some money when you're selling these designs, creating these designs, and so on? Awesome. All right, I'm going to get working on this thing, getting it rendered. I will have it up tomorrow morning. Who knows? Maybe tonight if it goes quick, but just check back and then I'll throw those files. I'll throw those files in there as well. So that, thank you, Suzanne, appreciate it. You got it, Michael. I'll throw the files in that created on those, so you'll get those files for free as well. All right, crew? Tomorrow, you guys are going to be knocking out some rhinestones. Remember, Friday class, 1 to 3. Michael, go play the lights on, lights off game. Get it in a dark room. You're going to be like, holy crap, that's an awesome shirt. And then it's our, Michael, you saw on the live today, reflective is the guy's glitter. All right, Letitia, you have a good night too. All right, crew. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. And I will see you guys. Well, I'll see most of you this week. I'll see a lot of you Monday for the Cameo giveaway. And I'll probably see a lot of you for the designing series next week. Training series 10. All right, crew. Have an amazing night. We'll see you guys soon. Later.